Look guys, my bike ran out of gas just like Skully did. Zinger. That's a great joke to start the vlog with. So about this whole Skully thing. Alrighty guys, so if you haven't heard, I hate to be the bearer of bad news to you, but it seems as if Skully, the company that is making, or I guess was making, that helmet with all the built-in tech with the look back camera stuff, you remember that thing? It looked like this. Yeah, so that company is shutting down, and I've been getting a lot of questions about it, so I figured I would talk about that today. And it's not all bad. I don't have all bad news. If you're new to the channel, then go watch this video, or this video, or this video. 3 video options for you to check out, and those are all videos that I did on the Skully helmet. Also, before we get started, I do know it's a new camera angle. Don't worry, I'm working on it. We'll talk about that in a later video, but today we have a specific topic. So like I said, I've done a review on the Skully AR1, which was their like prototype helmet thing that they were working on. I'm literally taking a right so that I don't have to sit at another red light. The reasons you do things sometimes. So I did my review on the Skully AR1. I have been getting a lot of comments on that video saying, Chase, how dare you do a review on a company that shut down? And I need to remind you guys, because obviously it's not clear, I don't work at Skully. I wasn't getting paid by Skully, and I have received no money from Skully. I currently do not have an AR1. The one I reviewed I gave away. So from all of that situation, I got a video out. Oh, 2 videos out, I guess, with the 48-hour one. That is the only thing I have received from Skully. I mean, I expect the whole comments, when I ever say anything good about a product, suddenly I'm paid or whatever. Fun fact, if I get paid by a company and I don't tell you guys that I get paid by the company, I can get in trouble with YouTube. So that should help you guys understand that if I got paid by somebody, I have to tell you. I have to tell you that video was sponsored. Alright, moving on. Didn't get paid by Skully, don't have an AR1, none of that. That video was 100% what I thought about the helmet. What do I think about the helmet? Well, you can go back and watch that video. Unlike a lot of people that talk crap about Skully, I actually used one and rode with it for a while, and I was actually able to tell you how it was with the helmet. So if you would like to know how the actual helmet was, go watch that video. In a review of Skully, the company, which was not what my video was. My video was reviewing a product, not the company that the product was being sold by. That is 2 very different things. Okay, so as a company, Skully had a lot of things that they did really well, and Skully had a lot of things that they could have done a lot better. Being upfront with the people that invested with them about how long their product was going to take to get to them, that is something they did very bad. Something they did very good as a company is push motorcycle tech forward. Not just like nudge it, but like kick it forward. I literally just ruined my mirror. So that is something they did very well. I personally believe that the motorcycle industry, both motorcycles and gear, does not move at a pace that it could. I believe that the motorcycles and the gear that we all wear could make big leaps forward, and it takes companies like Skully, and what I'm going to talk about later is Fusar. It takes these companies to be like, guys, we can do better than this. Talking to the bigger guys in the market, like all the big brands like Alpine Stars, Icon, Shoei, Arai. All of these companies they settle in, they're like, hey, stuff's doing good. We'll make incremental changes. And it takes these third-party companies to be like, dude, there's better tech out there. We can make this stuff way better right now. And that forces the big guys to do new stuff. Thing is, competition is good. Third-party companies come in, and now that crowdfunding is a thing, third-party companies like Skully and Fusar can come in and be like, hey, we want tech in our helmets. Let's just make that. That's one thing I think Skully did really good is where am I? By a graveyard and a church, like out in the middle of nowhere. So it's companies like that are pushing the big guys forward. What sucks is Skully had a lot of mismanagement. Keep in mind, from what I understand, it is not necessarily fact, it's just what I have come to understand. But the reason Skully shut down, or is shutting down, or might shut down, is because the CEO wasn't running everything correctly. He got voted out of his own company or whatever, and the company was going to continue manufacturing and shipping, because from what I understand, they're at the point where they're manufacturing and shipping out helmets. They have a manufacturer done and all that kind of crap. I don't know, you can read the TechCrunch article, I'll leave that in the description, but from what it sounds like to me, a company with an awesome product realized the CEO was doing a bad job, kicked the CEO out, CEO got pissed off, and now is going to make the company shut down and ruin all of his reputation, the company's reputation, and also going to make it so all these people that spent $1,500 are not going to receive a helmet, and the people that the rare few that received a helmet are now going to have a pointless helmet because they're not going to get any firmware updates on the helmet, they're not going to get any added support. It's just a really shitty situation, and from what it sounds like, it's because the CEO got a little butthurt that he didn't do a good job and other people could have done a better job. I feel like right now, if the CEO of Skully would just get the hell out and let people that know what they're doing do their job, I feel like Skully could be a successful company, 100%. I literally, like, you guys can talk all the crap you want, but you have not worn an AR1. Yes, it is crazy expensive. It is way more expensive than it probably should be. But you let that first iteration come out, and then down the road, another one comes out that's at a better price point. Suddenly you have this affordable smart helmet. But because of this shitty situation, that's not probably going to happen, which is really unfortunate. Because now, like I said, you have all the employees of Skully that have been working their butt off, and now suddenly they just don't have a job because of one dude's selfish decisions. You have all these people that have spent $1,500 on a helmet that they will never receive, and that's one of the kind of downfalls of the kind of campaign thing they run. The whole, like, is it Kickstarter? I think it's Indiegogo. I think they ran their campaign on Indiegogo, and that's one of the downfalls of crowdsourcing raising your capital for your company. I'm not going to go into the pros and cons of the whole crowdsourcing situation. Somebody that did do a really good video on the Skully situation and kind of talked about crowdsourcing, a buddy of mine, Motonosity, a lot of you guys probably know him. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can go check him out. He kind of talked a little more about the whole crowdsourcing and why you got to make the decision on whether to support a company like that and the positives and negatives. I'll leave a link in the description for his video on the exact same topic. You can go check that out. Am I in 6th gear? Oh, okay. I was about to say, what? Now, I told you at the beginning of the video, this video is not all negative. And I am all about positivity, and I wouldn't have made this video, regardless of all the questions, if I couldn't have made something positive about it. Here's my positive. You guys know I have a relationship with Fusar. If you haven't seen the series I did with Fusar, they flew me, Motonosity, and Walter Vick out to the New York area to test out their products. Now, Fusar's not making the same type product Skully is. Skully was making a one helmet with everything in it. Fusar's approach is more of the modular side of that, where if you want a motorcycle, what's up, buddy, man? So Fusar's approach to this whole situation of making tech into helmets is we're going to make it modular and you can buy what you want. From what I understand, what they're shipping right now is a budget Bluetooth communicator, and Jesus, that bird was huge. A condor. So what Fusar is currently shipping is a Bluetooth handle remote, which is like a walkie-talkie functionality, I think, and a Bluetooth headset, which is more budget priced as opposed to something like a Sena 20S. So in this awesome gesture of like showing good faith, Fusar puts out this program. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's Skully Owner's Stimulus Program, maybe. I'll put it on the screen. So they see all these people that want to support tech in helmets, and they're like, you know what, I say that you're basically wasted $1,500 right now. They launched this program. If you have paid $1,500 for a Skully, they will give you that in credits on their company side of products that they're shipping. They've got, you're gonna have to read on their site. I'll leave another link in the description for that. It's basically you get a percentage off up to the amount that you put into Skully, and you just get that for free off of them. I actually messaged their CEO and I'm like, dude, how are you guys affording to do that? Because not only do you get a percentage off, but you can actually give your percentage off to a friend or something. Like I said, you guys are gonna have to go read the details. Now granted, just because you put money into Skully doesn't mean you want a Fusar product. You know, I don't think they're saying, hey, if you couldn't get a Skully, at least you can get us. It's more of like a gesture of good faith, like, hey, that sucks. If you want to not totally waste that money and you still want to check out helmet tech, here's our stuff. Here's our ecosystem of stuff. I just thought it was really awesome of them because they don't have to do that. They could just sit there and like absorb the extra market share, but instead they're like, hey, percentages off to everybody, whatever. Fusar, I'll give you guys a small golf clap whenever I get to this stop sign, maybe. And golf clap. Good job, Fusar. Good job. Good job taking a shitty situation and making it a little better. What do I think about the whole Skully situation? I think it's shitty, man. I think a lot of people lost their jobs, which is way more important than the 1,500 people lost. I think it's really crappy that people lost $1,500. That's so much money to get nothing. I hope I cleared up y'all's understanding of my relationship with Skully. Like, I don't want you guys thinking I work there. I've literally been getting emails from people that think I work at Skully, and that's just not the case. If you spent money on Skully, I am really sorry, and I hope that gives you guys a better understanding of what's going on with that. It's a really crappy situation for all parties involved. But that's all the info I got on that, guys. Make sure to check out all the relevant links to what I talked about in the description below. Jesus, that is a giant building. My God. Okay. But guys, that's it for me. If you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, make sure to let me know by hitting that like button and subscribing if you haven't already. Also going to take this opportunity to say hey to all the new subscribers. I'll do a video talking about all you guys because there are a shit ton of you guys. And we will talk about that at a later day. But for now, you guys go out, ride safe, and I will see you guys on the next video, which will be on a Tuesday or a Friday, like every week. I'll see you guys then. Later.